What's up, guys? Mason the Brock Henderson here, and this is Criminal Minds Season 12, Episode 8, Scarecrow. And that's why this guy looks so much like Scarecrow from Batman. I mean, now it makes so much sense. It was part of the episode. It was tied into Batman. So my question is, where was Batman? Oh, I'm sorry. I lost focus for a second. This episode just didn't really cut it for me. Partially because I think this case could have been more interesting if you really, I don't know, if you didn't make it so obvious. You know, like, it felt from the very beginning like it was going to be one of those, oh, he's punishing these women and punishing himself because of how he feels about them. It just, I don't know, it felt way too obvious, and I think that was kind of the point. I don't know. It felt so weird to me. I'm just like, why does this all seem like I've seen it all done before? You know, the only thing that was different was the guy was wearing some sort of creepy mask. Never explained why. I guess it was so they couldn't see him or he couldn't see them. I don't know. Like I said, looked like kind of like Scarecrow from Batman. That's about the only thing that I really thought about it. It all seemed very weird. It didn't seem very well worked. But, despite all of that, what were the good parts about this episode? Well, first of all, the team interactions are still really fun. I love the fact that Garcia's giving, what's his name? Alves, Luke. She's giving him so much crap, and he's starting to realize it's not because he's the newbie, it's just because of him. And I realize it, he hasn't realized it yet because he doesn't know Morgan, but she still sees him as like, it's almost like how the fans see him, like trying to replace Morgan. He can't do it, and so in her mind she's like, he'll never replace Morgan. So she just keeps giving him crap, so she never thinks anywhere close to what she thought of Morgan about him. And it's so funny because it just feels like he can't catch a break. You know, every time he tries to be nice to her, she just shuts him down, just like, no. in her Garcia way. So it's just a lot of fun. On top of that, we hear there's a new team member coming in. I'm just like, that's interesting. How are they going to handle this? Well, halfway through the episode, Spence gets a call from his mom, and apparently she's not getting any better. She apparently forgot where she was, and she thought that her neighbors got kidnapped, and Spence had to tell her, no, you're somewhere else. And he realizes she probably got the placebo, and so at the end of the episode, he tells Prentice that he needs to take some personal time to go be with her. So, I wish I knew why Matthew Gray Gubler keeps having to be taken off the show, because this happened last season as well. Yeah, last season was the one with the assassins. For the first half of the season, he was hardly in it, and then he came back in halfway through the season, and then he was in all the rest of the episodes. So, once again, he's not going to be on the show, I guess, for a few episodes. Don't know why. But this new guy's coming in. Don't really know who he is. Maybe the actor is somebody that everybody knows, and I don't. Don't hate me? I don't know. When I saw him, I'm just like, are we supposed to be like, holy crap? I don't think. I don't know him. Maybe I'll have to look him up later and see if I know him from anything else, or if he's supposed to be like a big name actor. But whenever I saw him, I'm just like, okay, we got another black guy to replace Morgan, I guess. Like, I don't know. He seems like he's got good charisma from the first few lines that he said. You know, it sounds like he's going to be a good addition to the team. I don't know. I guess I was supposed to be wowed by that moment. I really wasn't. But I mean, that's pretty much all that happened in this episode. They got a new team member. Spence is leaving, and then the case. And the case really wasn't that interesting. It was just another, crazy lunatic who his father was constantly beating him because he was unclean, and one of those crazy religious nuts who are all hellfire and brimstone and want to punish everybody for their sins. And his son got caught up in that and for some reason decided he was going to do this to these women because they were making him sin. I don't know. I've seen this done before several times, especially on this show. I don't know. It's an old storyline. I guess the one thing that did catch my interest is this is probably the most creative death that any unsub has ever taken. Death by grain. They're inside of a silo. He has the shears to his neck. drops him just like, oh, so they talked him down. That was a little easy. He's like, I'm sorry, and pulls the thing, and all of a sudden grain just starts raining down from above. I'm like, holy crap. That's actually a pretty clever way for an unsub to go out. And of course, it was a little bit of worry because Prentice and Alves were both inside, trapped in there. So I was like, are they going to make it out? And they do, of course. They're not going to die at some random episode. But, I don't know. I guess because of last week's well, was it last week or 2 weeks ago? I can't remember now. Because of the last episode with Mr. Scratch and everything that happened there with Tara's family, that was so much more interesting to me. Everything with Mr. Scratch is so much more interesting to me. So whenever they have these episodes that are just kind of like, oh, another episode with another random unsub and that's it, it's a little disappointing to me. And because the story is so recycled, it's more of a disappointment. And then on top of that, the new introduction of the team member didn't really get me excited. So that's a disappointment. I don't know. I mean, I do still enjoy the show. I still enjoy watching these characters interact with each other and figure stuff out because it's fun to watch sometimes. But this one just didn't really showcase what I really enjoy most about the show, and that is the unsubs that truly are the really, really crazy ones. Like Mr. Scratch, super smart. So everything he does is like it's this elaborate trap that they have to figure out. Or some of the unsubs that are just so far out there, like the one that eats human hearts. It's just like, holy crap, that's crazy. And there's just another unsub that with just another sad background story. It doesn't really intrigue me. So, what did you guys think about it? Let me know in the comment section below. What did you like and dislike about this episode? What do you think? If somebody knows who this actor is that's going to be the new team member and why he's so important, please tell me, because I don't want to be left out of the loop. I don't want everybody else to be freaking out while I'm just sitting here going, who? So let me know about that as well. But yeah, leave a like and subscribe for future Criminal Minds reviews. I'll see you at the next one. Peace out.